Live from the Happy Peaceful Kitten Palace, welcome to another edition of Two-Track Tombstone with me, Jay Tombstone. A sad edition of Two-Track Tombstone today. I just got word, I talked to my landlord this morning, and my landlord informed me that he will be putting this house up for sale within the next year, probably. And that's kind of sad, but it has been up for sale before. It's sold, and the landlord's kept me on, but I feel like the probability of that happening again is very, very small. I've only moved I've really only had like 4 real addresses in my life. There was Bass Drive, Church Street, Dolphin Street, and Ursulines. Those are really the 4 places I've lived in my life for any length of time, and yeah, I've not moved a lot, so the thought of it kind of stresses me out, but last time it went up for sale, it was up for sale for like 4 years. 4 years before it sold, and I was just living on this constant brink of oh my god, what am I going to do? So I've kind of made a little peace with it. At some point, I'm probably going to have to move from this because I am renting, and there's no way in the world I could afford to buy this place. Yeah, I just got the word, and I feel like this is really probably going to be it. There's something in my heart and soul that says the time is coming soon, that I'm probably going to have to leave the Happy Peaceful Kitten Palace and find a new Happy Peaceful Kitten Palace. But since 1997, since August 1st of 1997, this place on Ursuline Avenue, 2.5 blocks outside the French Quarter, has been my home.
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. When that makes the tall grass bend into leaning, suddenly the that fall have a meaning, sprinkling the sea makes it all clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It sure would be nice to be back home
Stephanie Mills from the Wiz original Broadway soundtrack, Home. I actually was looking for the Diana Ross from the movie version, but apparently on iTunes you have to buy the whole CD to get one song off the Wiz. You can't just buy one song off the Wiz soundtrack. You have to buy the whole soundtrack. That's pretty weird. I'm still new to iTunes pretty much, but anyway. So, I was just saying, and the news is still very new to me. I really just heard it like about 2 hours ago. My landlord, I was taking Venus. My sister Venus is in town. She's doing a show at Lucky Pierre's on Bourbon Street. And, I was taking her to the show, and my landlord met me out there, and he said that he's like, for your planning purposes, I just want to let you know that we're probably going to be putting the house up for sale within the next year. And I was like, okay. And, yeah, I was like, okay, what do you say to that? Okay. So, yeah, it's kind of fresh in my mind, and, you know, I don't know, I'm still a little stunned. I've lived here 16 years. I moved from Mobile in 1997, and I had this friend that I knew from high school. Her name was Tiffany, and, she was from New Orleans, but she went to high school 1 year in Mobile because she went to live with her grandmother for a year or something. Yeah. She went to live with her grandmother for a year, and I met her that year when we were in high school together. Then she moved back to New Orleans. Years later, she came to visit her grandmother and looked me up. I don't remember how you look people up back then, but somehow she looked me up. And we hung out, and I was like thinking about leaving Mobile at the time, and she's like, oh yeah, come on, I'll help you out, blah 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 blah. Oh, there's so much more, but I'll just say I got here when I did get here, and I thought she was living in like a little apartment, and I was going to be able to stay in her apartment. Turns out she's living in the Empress Hotel, and her helping me was basically renting me a room for 1 week, and that was the help I got when I moved to New Orleans. But I sat on the balcony of the Empress Hotel, and if you sit on the balcony of the Empress Hotel and look at my house right across the street, which is where I live, there's two big houses on either side of this house, and this looks like a little tiny house in the middle. And I sat on the balcony, and I looked at that, and I was like, that house is so cute. I love that little house. And it didn't happen immediately. I moved here in May, and there was a lot of stuff that happened May, June, July, August. I moved here. I moved into this house in August. Those 3 months were, I was pretty much homeless for a little while there. And it was a lot of scrambling and working there was a lot that happened. But, and then through just the way things go, you know, I mean, I met this guy. Like I said, I've given, some of the best things in my life have come from giving the right guy a blowjob. I said that many times. I'll say it again. And this apartment is one of them. I met a guy who lived not next door, but the next door over, so he knew the next door neighbors, and the next door neighbors were the landlords at the time. And yeah, good blowjob with the right guy. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. And I got the house that I thought was so adorable directly across the street from the Empress Hotel where I first moved in. 16 and a half years ago. August 1st, 16 years ago. This coming August would be 17. Let's see if I can make it at least 17 years. That's tough, but yeah, we'll see. Take it a little step by step. Anyway, now I'm just left with thought, where'd I go?
Where do you go, my lovely? Where do you go? I wanna know, my lovely. I wanna know. Where do you go? I wanna know. Where do you go? I wanna know. Where do you go? Where do you go? You leave 1,000 words, no message, no number. And now my head is pounding like roaring thunder. You left me with a heartache deep inside. Girl, you should see me cry all night. I cry for you, baby. You gotta stop this heartache deep inside. You gotta help me make it through the night. Save me. Come back and save me. Where do you go, my lovely? Where do you go? I wanna know, my lovely. I wanna know, where do you go, my lovely?
I want to know myself. I'm not really sure either.
Where do you go?
I know I've got a great support system here in New Orleans. So I'm not really stressed, but it definitely puts me in kind of a deep sentimental mood, the thought of leaving this particular apartment. Where do I go? By No Mercy, oddly enough. I've got great friends here. Kier's got his own place too still, so if, at worst we move into his place, which is a little bit smaller than my place. But what'll probably happen is that he and I will probably just go and find a bigger place together. There's just been, I've wanted to hold on to this place, and I will intend to hold on to this place till the last fucking minute, till I absolutely have to move. Till I get the eviction notice, you gotta go. You know what I mean? Anyway, thank you for listening to my ramblings, even when I'm not all happy-go-lucky and kidding. But, I love you for listening. And, step by step. And, let me just say, you're the first to know. My Tombstone, two-track Tombstone listeners heard before I've even posted anything else about it. You're the first to hear this. And I'll see you on the next edition of Two-Track Tombstone with me, Jay Tombstone.